Hey everyone, it's me Stagger. I've risen back from the grave to bring you this video here um, of Bugsite Beta, Alpha, and Beta. These have never been open. Oh no, sorry, these have been open, but these games have never been played, complete with manual and even accessory. Um, and you might be thinking, why the hell did you buy a game that you can download easily? And that's because I am planning on buying every single game I have ever downloaded, and these are all filled with games that every single game that I've ever downloaded, and including Japanese Pokemon, American Pokemon, even the Game Boy Advance Pokemon, and so on and so forth. But with that being said, though, I want to clarify one thing, and that is, despite the fact that I now own every single SmileSoft game out there. These aren't SmileSoft games, please ignore these. Anyway, despite the fact that I own every single SmileSoft game out there, now I am not a collector by any means. Games are sold as toys, not as museum pieces. So even though this is nice that they're complete in a box and that games have never been played, I'm gonna play them. In fact, I got myself a Game Boy Color not too long ago, but I know that's not good for recording, so I also bought my SP. So anyway, let's go ahead and just look at the box right now. So you can see, sorta, with the shine of my light right now. Okay. Anyway, we have Alpha, which has the red box, and Beta, which is the blue box. Now, there's something kind of weird with Japanese box art design, and that is like they like to show half the mascot in the half the mascot. It's too Japanese for my American brain to understand why they do this. But yeah, and on the side here we can see what I assume is supposed to be the evolutions for this guy right here. His name is Spiral. He's sort of the mascot. And then we got the back of the box. Both of them are pretty much the same thing, so I'm just gonna show off one of them. The only difference between the two is that one's red and the other's blue, and the footage that they have on the game is a little bit different for both of them. But essentially, it's both the same thing. And always find it funny, like the way that the past used to think, like, you know, what the future is like. Like here, we see the protagonist using a holographic keyboard. I'm like, dude, that's I've used a holographic keyboard before. It's not that great, but they thought this was the future. So anyway, let's go ahead and open it. We'll be opening up Beta because there are some listings out there online for this game, but I cannot find. But this was the only listing I could find for Alpha, and both these games together were $60. Complete in box. I can't really argue with that. So this is considered more valuable. And for you collectors out there, I won't be using that one. I'll be using this one. Either way, though, I'm going to be getting rid of. Well, I'm not going to be getting rid of the boxes, but they will be going into these DVD cases I keep butchering. So anyway, let's go ahead and open this up. Here we have the little useless antenna accessory in the game itself. Bugsite Beta. And I can tell this is an authentic copy because we can see that that's the proper placement for these chips right here. That's using a that's using a 16, I think it's like a 2516 or 1616. Let me look at it real fast. Yeah, CR1616 battery. So it doesn't tell the time, obviously. And if we were to look at another game that uses the same exact battery, as you can see here, we have the same layout, the same pin layout or whatever. And there we go, right there. So yeah, it looks pretty clean on the inside of the thing too, which I don't see any wear on the cartridge itself. So yeah, clearly this has never been played, unless if that little scratch right there says otherwise, if my camera will focus. But I don't know. Anyway, then we got this one right here, which is the little light beeper. And then inside the box we have the manual. Now this doesn't really tell me much that I need to know. I did take a look at this earlier. But there is a secret phone number for Telefang 2. So if you have either Telefang 2 speed or power, this unlocks the secret Denju. And it's the same thing in alpha version, but I'm not opening that up. So here we go. We have the instruction manual here. I really love these instruction manuals, like in these old games, because look at this. They really took some time and effort into it. It's like this fantastic art, and as you can see on the top here, it looks like a little web page, web page browsing bar, whatever. Anyway, it gives you a little bit of synopsis of some of the characters, some of the items you'll be using. Vaccines is how you catch these monsters. One thing I was concerned about, or I was wondering about, is how you add other monsters to your, bugs to your party, because that was one of the biggest problems I had when I was playing this game on emulator. And I think it does tell you, but I gotta translate all of this. So anyway, let's go ahead and pop this game in. And then let's put on the little accessory. Goes on the side here. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna need both hands for this, unless I have it backwards. Yeah, I had it backwards. Okay, there we go. Let's turn it on. Let's turn on this on the side. Oh, the volume's like ridiculously low because I had to replace the speaker on this. So anyway, Bugsite beta version. Just press start. Come on. Push start. And yep, it starts off with the story. Just a spiral basically saying a plea for help. Anyway, this thing is supposed to blink when you're closer to a bug, random encounter. But this video will be taking way too long for that to happen. In fact, I'm just going to pause the game until we get to that point. Yep, it's just like I remembered it. So, I'll be right back. So I'm about to be getting into a battle here. I don't know if it'll light up or not, but let's just see if it will. Yes, it does. Cool. Now I just want to see it in the wild area. So, again, I'll be pausing the video and be coming back to it. Okay, so here's an area where we get bugs, and I want to see if this flashes if I were to get closer to one, or if it's just whenever you enter into a battle. Okay, so it's just whenever you enter into a battle. That's honestly quite disappointing if you ask me, but it's whatever. Anyway, so I know I didn't really show too much footage of this game, or for that matter, I didn't really care to show too much of the booklet. Well, that's because, well, when you can't really read it, it's kind of pointless in a way. But yeah, essentially, that's really all there is to it, to this video. I mean, I know a lot of people like to milk unboxing videos, but that's really it. And then Bugsite Alpha is pretty much the same thing, just with alpha instead of beta. In fact, you know what, just for the sake of the video, I'm going to turn this off. Because alpha seems to be the rarer of the bunch. There it is. Alpha, and as you can see, it is the same kind of, same chips are inside of it. There we go, a little better look. Same chips are inside of it. I'm also using the CR1616. Again, never played. As you can see at the back, it's just not scratched at all. So, there you go. And then, of course, it also has that little beeper thing as well. And just get the manual out of there. There you go. Again, the manual is pretty much the same thing, just with different box art. And yeah, but beyond that, same thing. Even using the same Game Boy Color and the same art as seen on the bottom here. Anyway, and the card. Yep, the card's the same thing too. So, alright. Anyway, so that really is all there is to it. There's like a show at the bottom, even though it's kind of pointless. Come on, focus. Anyway, and the top, it's also pretty pointless. So, yeah, that's it. A little piece of gaming history. It's mine now. And it's going to be living inside one of these. So anyway, that's it, and I'll be seeing you.